Down the road from me, there's an old hollow tree where you drop off a dollar and then you go round the bend. When you come back again, there's a jug of Mountain Dew. I'll let that good old Mountain Dew. Hey, Motor Warriors, I didn't see you standing over there. Welcome to Knee Slapper Sunday, where every Sunday, or every other Sunday, or once a month on Sunday, or shoot, whenever I feel like it, I'm going to post a silly joke or a riddle or just something silly so that we as bikers learn to not take ourselves so seriously. What do y'all think? Well, I hope you enjoy this episode of Knee Slapper Sunday, even if it's on a Tuesday. Well, hey, Motor Warriors. Welcome to Knee Slapper Sunday on a Labor Day weekend, on Monday. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but there's a bar up in Nashville, and the guy wanted to start saving on labor costs. So he ended up getting him a robot to be the bartender. And there's a guy come into the bar and saw the robot and thought, well, that's kind of odd. And the bartender, the robot said, what would you like to drink? And the guy said, give me a martini. So he pours martini, and the guy takes a sip off it and said, oh man, this is the best martini I've ever had. And the robot said, well, thank you, sir. And he said, what's your IQ, by the way? And the customer said, well, 160. And the robot said, oh, that's fine. And then he started talking about advanced physics and molecular biology and cytology and things like that. Well, he thought, well, that's kind of interesting. So when he finished his martini, he walked out and got to thinking, I wonder what would happen if I'd have said my IQ was something different. And so he ends up going back into the bar and says hi to the robot. He asked him what he wanted to drink, and he said, I'll have a martini. And so pours the martini, and it was just as good as the first one. The robot said, so what's your IQ? And the guy said, 100, just to see what would happen. So the robot started talking to you about NASCAR and fishing and, stuff like that. And he's like, oh, that's pretty cool. He meets people where they're at with their IQ level. That's kind of cool. And then he leaves, and he started to think about the current administration. And so he went back into that bar and got him another martini and said that one was just as good as the first one. And the bartender said, so tell me, what's your IQ? And he kind of went, 50. And so the bartender robot looked at him and said, well, let me ask you this. Do y'all regret voting for Biden yet? Yeah, I know. Some of you are gonna be really mad. Some of you are gonna laugh. Some of you aren't gonna care. Some of you won't think it's funny at all. But hey, I tried and I thought it was funny. I think it's pretty accurate too, but I don't want to offend y'all, especially if you have the IQ that would vote for Biden. Man, I'm just joking with y'all. Remember to live your life with the heart of a comedian. Bye, y'all.